Imagine Earth suddenly disappears, and in its place, Jupiter now orbits the Sun. What happens next? Spoiler, the inner solar system would never be the same. Quick note before we start. This is a thought experiment. Earth is gone. No evacuation, no teleportation of life. We're simply asking, if Jupiter replaced Earth at 1 astronomical unit, what would physics predict? All right, let's go. Jupiter is huge. It's about 318 times the mass of Earth and roughly 11 times Earth's diameter. It's not a rocky world. It's a gas giant full of thick clouds and raging storms. Moving something that massive into Earth's orbit is not just a new view out the window. It's a major gravitational rearrangement. First target, the Moon. Right now, the Moon orbits Earth because Earth's gravity dominates locally. Put Jupiter where Earth was, and Earth's gravity is gone. Jupiter's gravity at 1 AU would strongly affect the Moon. The Moon could be quickly captured by Jupiter, or its orbit could be wildly altered. In short, the Moon would not keep orbiting an absent Earth. It would become a victim of Jupiter's pull. Imagine the Moon changing sides. That's not just dramatic, it's immediate. Jupiter at 1 AU would also tug on nearby planets. Venus and Mars would feel an extra gravitational tug. The changes might be subtle at first, not exploding in days, but over thousands to millions of years, orbits could shift, become more elongated, or resonate in unpredictable ways. That means the stable dance the inner planets follow today would slowly change. Jupiter today plays a big role further out. It shepherds asteroids and comets. Move it inward and its gravitational influence on the asteroid belt would change. Some asteroids could be kicked inward toward the inner solar system. Over long timescales, that means more potential impacts and a less stable environment for whatever planets survive in the inner zone. Important fact, Jupiter at 1 AU would get roughly the same sunlight Earth used to get. But Jupiter has no solid surface. Sunlight warms cloud tops, not a ground you can stand on. The atmosphere would be active. Storms could change, winds might intensify, and cloud chemistry could shift. It would be a brighter, hotter Jupiter. Still a gas giant, still not a place for people. Now the question people always ask, could life exist on Jupiter if it were at Earth's orbit? First, this is not life from Earth survives, Earth is gone. We're asking whether Jupiter itself could host any form of life under these new conditions. Short answer, very unlikely for complex life. Jupiter's interior has crushing pressures, no solid ground, and intense radiation. Some scientists have speculated about microbial life surviving in stable cloud layers on gas giants, but that's speculative, not proven. So while the idea is fascinating, there's no evidence. It remains a hypothesis. So, not impossible in principle, but extremely unlikely and purely speculative. Over millions to billions of years, moving Jupiter inward would rewrite the solar system's architecture. Planetary orbits could rearrange, asteroid impacts could rise, and the long-term stability we rely on would be gone. In other words, the solar system we know is the result of a delicate balance, and changing where a giant like Jupiter sits breaks that balance. Bottom line, if Jupiter replaced Earth, Earth would be gone, the Moon would be captured or lost, inner planet orbits would change, and the solar system's stability would erode over time. This thought experiment shows how rare and delicate the setup that allowed life on Earth really is. If you liked this thought experiment, hit like and subscribe. Want another what if? Comment below.